why I get like halfway into my fast, start realizing, oh, a health issue, man. Like, I ain't gonna say health issue. It ain't gonna be a health issue. I ain't gonna say that. What really actually transpired was that I jumped off in the fast without hydrating myself and called myself diving dead off into a dry fast. I rolled off in a dry fast, not knowing better. So I wake up this morning. I did yesterday. I had to feel it. I kind of ignored it, like that come with fasting. So I was like, man, feel a little dehydrated. I feel a little dizzy. I said, well, maybe I need to hydrate myself. I didn't want to really drink water. So I took that lemongrass tea. So when I took the lemongrass tea, it wasn't number like 8 ounces. And then I rolled on out. So this morning I wake up, ooh, well, I felt like I had high blood pressure. Man, I was so dizzy and my feet was numb. So I was like, man, why am I not getting no circulation? I'm like, maybe dehydrated. So I jumped again, drank another tea, but it was the it was the ginger and honey, herbal and fruit tea or whatever. I don't be adding nothing to it, so it's really like water. It's just, for me drinking the raw tea, cool. I'm thinking like, well, that maybe hold me down. I started feeling a little bit worse than that. You know what I'm saying? So, kind of got nervous. You know what I mean? Because they called for roll, and I had to stand up for roll. And while I'm standing there, I'm like, whoa, I feel real dizzy. This particular dizziness was like, I'm like, hell, I'm fainting. But I sit back down, and you ever had your hands like doing the nerve shaking? That's what was going on. So, looked it up, did a little research on what could be going on. Well, they smoke a lot. Low blood pressure to, I could go into a state of hypoglycemia to, I didn't know that this could come with severe results if you didn't. And I just come straight out of just eating a heavy meal. I didn't drink nothing I took like a couple swigs of soda. And I don't really drink soda like that, but I took a couple swigs of soda after that meal. But I really necessarily didn't hydrate myself. And I didn't know it was, well, I mean, I'm just hoping it's just dehydration. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still trying to tough it out. I don't even want to fold. Like, yeah, those type of intentions where you just, I remember I was working out one time and I'm like, I got the will in me. Like, I have all this will in me to keep doing push-ups. But I'm doing the push-ups, but my body, like, I can't do no more. But I'm like, I'm trying to force myself to do this last push-up. And I'm buckling, and I just so happened, I tried, and my everything gave out. Boom, I bust myself. So, right now I'm being humble, because I really desire to complete this 72 hours for real. You know what I'm saying? So when I did the time frame, I asked the little chat, how long already have I been on the fast? And I already stated I was at 42 hours. And I'm like, well, I can tough it out to 72. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel hungry. Right now, me explaining and professing about it, I don't feel like, I think I can take on the rest of it, but I'm not sure.
Only thing I'm nervous about is because I don't want to go to sleep feeling the way I'm feeling. Well, what scared me is talking about the whole, you can go into a coma. I don't want that to happen to me, man. So I'm like, all right, God, what do you want me to do? Because although I'm very earnest about completing my task, and I feel like I can just go ahead and take over, I feel like God got me for real. Like, I'm really just discouraged, in a sense. But that's because I hadn't fasted in so long. So for me to just jump down like this is, getting 48 hours is a major accomplishment. I'm thinking 2 days in, straight, no eating, yeah. But what helped me a little bit, I feel like it was dehydration, because I did take a little salt pack, added it to some water, and I drunk that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of okay. The only thing is, I can hydrate myself and that could be fine. I believe I can hydrate myself and that'll be fine. I don't know, something, I just want to keep going. I just want to keep going. I don't even want to let up off this. Like, I'm just in the thought like, God, what you want me to do right here? A lot of things have happened during it's still gonna be like, all right, I may end up tomorrow reaching a certain same circumstance. I should just consider my health, because I don't know I'm 36 now. It's not like when I was the old young 25-year-old when I went in the fast last time. I'm like, okay, maybe I gotta reconsider certain things, you know what I'm saying? Back then I did that whole straight 3 days. That was when I ain't had no gray on my face. Dang, you know what I'm saying? It just, it frightened me earlier today, man. Cause, you know what I mean, for my body to be trembling like that, scared. You know, I'm like lightheaded, and I'm still lightheaded, but I know I don't know what it is. But I'm like, okay, God, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to hurt myself in the process. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm having to listen to my body right now. You know what I mean? Cause the trembling, I didn't experience that last time I went through 72 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the thing. And when I read the symptoms and what those symptoms could be leading to, I'm like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my kidney failure and all that. You know what I mean? Man, you know, I passed up dinner. I gave that away. I didn't even have to go, but I just wanted to go up there to give it away. Somebody who are less fortunate, you know what I'm saying? That felt good for me. That was like me eating. So that's why I feel a little energized. I'm just getting back. You know what I'm saying? I can sit here and I can dwell. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, God, should I break my fast after 48 hours? Should I break my fast? And then go a whole another 24 after I kind of rejuvenate my body, I believe. You know what I'm saying? I think that's like a workout. You can't just go in and talking about doing 50 reps. Doing 50 reps like you can just do 50 reps. And I'm ready to do the 50, like I got the 50 reps straight. No, I got this, you know what I mean? But my body like, nigga, excuse my French. I need to tighten up, man. All this overly ambitious. I got to consider, you know, being down to earth a little bit, man. But I like even now, I don't want to say I feel defeated, you know what I'm saying? But am I falling short? I want to say I'm falling short, but I don't want to feel like I'm falling short. Like, then I have to understand how to digress. Sometimes God is teaching me how to yield. And like, man, that's the part. Like, I show great self-control, yeah, but I want to get to 72. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hear that. But I'm like, God, like, yeah, that was kind of frightening a little bit. Like, okay, you know, the nerves and all that. You know what I mean? Be you know, having the shaky, the lightheadedness, being dizzy. Yeah, that's a totally different thing. Every time I stand up, every time I get, you know what I mean? I'm like, whoa, I'm about to fall out. See, I felt that feeling at the end of my 72 last time. Like, God, when they called for it, I was having to go down the steps, and I felt like I didn't even have the strength or the energy to go down the steps. But I knew God was carrying me. You know what I'm saying? Like now, God carrying me right now. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, can I make it to the 72? Putting all my strength and my courage in God? Yeah, I feel like I can make it. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, okay, God, I don't want to neglect. God, are you telling me to yield? Are you telling me to yield? Because it's not hunger. It's not that I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. So that's what's got me to this point where I should reconsider, because I'm like, okay, now maybe I'm neglecting the fact that now I'm just neglecting my body. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I can take on and keep going because I ain't bothered by being hungry. Like, I even had my little sandwich. I just bought food. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not hungry. Like, I'm not like, the desire of wanting to eat is there in a sense, but it's not. I can just deny myself. You know what I'm saying? With no problem. I got this feeling like, man, like maybe I need to reconsider. Something is humbling me right here to be a little bit more. I don't know if I do know. I actually registered that God, being that I spoke on it, it was for a reason, because cognitively I have come to some type of conclusion or reason as to why I'm even considering having to cut it short. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm thinking, like, all right, because I can lay down, drink me some water, lay down, chill, probably do my little thing, scroll on YouTube or something. You know what I'm saying? Learn some things. You know what I mean? I can get back into doing that. But me going to sleep and waking up like that was scary. You know what I'm saying? That really scared me. I ain't even gonna care. That scared me. That scared me. Even when I was asleep, trying to sleep it off, it scared me because it woke me up out my sleep. You know what I'm saying? So that's where
I'm at with it, man. And then we had like a good meal today, right? So this is how I knew it wasn't really hunger, because when I went up there, because I was like reconsidering breaking my fast, but when I went up there, I denied myself that, and I gave away one of the best meals today. Just gave it away. I ain't even sold it. You know what I'm saying? So God maybe have been showing me there too, like, okay, I do have the self-control. You know what I'm saying? I got the discipline. You know what I mean? But maybe I don't have the discipline in humbling myself and learning how to digress and knowing how to step back sometimes. Or learning how, in another analogy, learning how to lose the right way. You know what I'm saying? This is another different aspect of surrender. You know what I mean? That I'm having to learn. Because I need to consider that which transpired today, and I shouldn't neglect it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't want to do, is neglect my health, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel weak, but I don't want to ever. It's like that ego in me, man. I don't fold under pressure. You know what I'm saying? I don't show my pain in the ring. I got a broken finger right now that I don't even, man, I just work through it. I even been up, I know the finger broken, but something about me, when I went to working out my last workout, I went to doing the little pull-ups, and I know my finger broken, but I'm still hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I got to check myself, man. And that's why I need to check myself at right there, man. I need to check myself. Because usually I'd be like, all right, I'm a little dizzy. Oh, I'm just dehydrated. Drink some water. I feel a little better. I'm good. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? But this is a little more frightening than me, because it wasn't fright. It was frightening. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna be in denial like that. I was frightening a little bit, because I was like, man, well, I'm about to fall out. You know what I'm saying? I had to hold on to the bump. I had to bump real quick. I had to pause before I just went straight walking. You know what I mean? Then I was irritated, and they were speaking about all these symptoms. I'm like, man, like, so God is teaching me how to surrender in a more appropriate way. So I'm like, all right, what time is it? It's like 3:09. That's 5 more hours until I make it to like 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. You know what I mean? But then when I get to 48, I know how I am. I'm gonna try to stretch an extra 2-3 hours. By the time I go to sleep, it'll probably be another, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll be all the way to probably like 60-something hours. And I want to ride on out, man. You know what I mean? And knowing I ain't conditioned, I didn't prepare myself for the fast, though. That's where I may have went wrong. I was supposed to probably prepare myself. I put hydrate myself, properly before I just went straight into a dry fast. Because dry fast is one of the most difficult fasts um, when you don't take in anything like water, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I had to break the dry fast after like 30, almost like 30 some hours. I had to break that fast. In like 30 some hours, I had to break it. You know what I mean? Or 30 hours, probably 28, something like that. I had to break the dry fast and drink a little tea, like 8 ounces. And I figured like, okay, I was dehydrated, real dehydrated. That little bit right there hold me down. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. So I rolled out a whole nother 24. Then it was really heavy on me. The dizziness got real. Then my nerves, you know what I'm saying? Well, I was trembling. But I woke up to my feet being numb. My legs, like my feet being numb. So I was like, wait a minute. So now your leg feel like it's going to sleep. I feel like I'm tripping now. I'm tripping. We tighten up. But the dizziness and that, being lightheaded, to my limbs feel like they were numbing, that was something that let me know I was overly dehydrated. So I drank some more tea and it didn't feel better. So I drank a little bit of salt water. It kind of helped. But then when they called for the child, I got up a little dizzy. So I'm like, well, now I'm being negligent. Because when I was going up to the dining hall, okay, I'm fine a little bit. I'm trying to tough it out because I'm around these people. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to walk out of the street. I'm swerving on the street, you know what I'm saying? Nobody pull me over. I ain't tried that to happen. So I tried to keep my uptight, man. When I got back here, I'm like, okay, let me go and cut this video on and profess about my lesson, because this is a humbling lesson for me. Because although I have the discipline and the willpower to keep rolling out, I don't want to let my ego hurt me. My ego getting in the way right now. It really is. I know that's my ego. I thank God for even making that aware to me, or allowing me to even acknowledge that. But now I'm having to have the strength to digress, because it's hard to break your ego. It's hard. That right there is a whole nother form of a strength you got to take on, because like when you gotta get something done, or you feel like, God, I want to mean what I say what I mean, God. Like right now, I don't want to let up. Like, God, I can't let up right now, God. Like this just gonna have to take me out. Like that'll be being foolish. When I ignore the signs, when I ignore times I need to humble myself. Fellow mine was like, you need to drink water, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool. But I ain't trying to do all that. I still want to stay within my dry fast. You know what I mean? Right now, I think I'm gonna lay down, chill for a minute. In a sense, I'm like, okay, God, I want to repent. Just because I feel like I made a promise to God, you know what I'm saying? To, deny myself for an amount of time. You know what I'm saying? But then, yeah, it's making sense that I'm still in a state right now where I gotta deny myself, and that's my ego. So it's not so much being penitent in the aspect of me not having to break my fast and consume like this banana. You know what I'm saying? And seeing if I can still just roll out after eating the banana. You know what I mean? That'll give me some potassium. That'll give me some of the things that it's saying that I'm lacking. But then they said if I eat the banana, that'll be breaking my fast. So I'm like, man. should I? And it was like suggested me to drink broth, but I don't got these broths unless I drink a soup, some soup seasoning, and that's gonna break my fast, I believe. I ain't never really asked that. I need to ask that. Dang, I could ask that. Well, hey,